workplace vocabulary, production, control, and supply chain terminology. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Melanie Sopriyansana. You can call me Mimi. Before we start, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard about NEC or purchase order before? No?
No.
Okay. So I hope in the end of this lesson you will understand and can use the workplace vocabulary in a real world situation. Okay, the first topic is about production control, the factory floor. We have three terms. The first one is lead time. Lead time is the total time from the start of a process to end. And next is bottleneck. Bottleneck is a point of congestion that slows down the whole productions. And the last one is work in process, and you can say WIP. It is a partially finished good awaiting completion. Okay, so here I have a conversation. I need two students to practice this conversation. Who want to try this conversation? Beatrice, and then Ina. Come to the front. Okay, Beatrice, up. Okay, and Ina, this is the Faisal. Okay. How is the production process today?
Everything is running well, but we have a bottleneck in the staging section.
Will it affect the delivery schedule?
Yes, it may increase the lead time by 2 days.
How about the work in processed items?
Some lead product are still waiting for final inspection.
Okay, thank you for Nina and Beatrice. So this is how we use workplace vocabulary in a real situation. Okay, the next one is supply and inventory. The first one is raw materials. Raw materials is basic materials used to make a product. For example, there's for example, and then example sentence is the factory needs more raw materials for productions. Next is inventory or stock. The definition is inventory or stock refers to goods and materials stored in a warehouse for future use or sale. This is the example of inventory. The first one is finished product. Second one is boxes of materials, and then spare machine parts. The example sentence: our inventory is running low, so we need to restock soon. Next is purchase order, or we can say PO. It's different with PO that we know. It is a purchase order is an official document sent by a buyer to a seller to order goods or materials. So information usually found in a PO or purchase order is product name, quantity, price, delivery date. And example sentence is the purchasing staff sent a purchase order to the supplier yesterday. And the last one is supplier. The definition of supplier is a company or person that provides goods or materials to another company. For example, is steel supplier and The next one is food ingredient suppliers, like for restaurants, and the last one is packaging supplier. The example of sentence: our supplier delivers raw materials every Monday. Okay. I have two emails. So I need one student to read aloud one of these emails. Who want to try? Okay, risky. Or you can choose one. Raw material. Okay.
Raw material order confirmation. Dear supplier, we would like to place a purchase order for additional raw materials because our inventory is running low. Please confirm the delivery schedule and availability of the materials as soon as possible. Thank you for your cooperation. Best regards, production manager.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. So we can see there are some workplace vocabulary. Can you point the workplace vocabulary? Anyone want to answer?
Purchase order.
Yes, good. Purchase order, and then raw materials. Okay, next. Okay. The last topic is about industry jargon or industry terms. Industry jargon is a group of specialized words, that expressions that are commonly used by people in a particular profession, business, or field of work. For example, JIT or just in time. So manufacturing goods strictly as they are needed. And next is ETA, not ETA, but ETA, or estimated time of arrival. This is the time when a shipment is expected to arrive. And the last one is SKU. SKU or stock keeping unit. It is a unit code used to track inventory. So it helps company to track their materials or their products. Okay. I will. Okay. There's a characters with email on it. I want you to read it and then find the vocabulary, the workplace vocabulary. So you have 3 minutes to find the workplace vocabulary. Who wants to try to share your answer? Rosa, you want to start?
I found
The first one,
just in time
just in time.
and ITA.
ITA. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, Beatrice.
Inventory
Yes.
and then purchase order.
Yeah, good job. Thank you, Rosa and Beatrice. Thank you for class. Next. Okay. First session. So, learning workplace vocabulary is very, very important, especially for those who work in manufacturing and logistics. By understanding terms like lead time, bottleneck, purchase order, and industry jargon such as JIT, ITA, and SKU, we can communicate more clearly and professionally in the workplace. So these words help us understand Instructions, reward documents, and speak confidently with supervisor and colleagues. Therefore, expanding our workplace vocabulary is one of the best ways to improve our English skills in a real work environment. Next. Okay. This is the homework. You have to complete the sentences. The homework I will send to PJ, and we will call it in next week. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for your attention and participation. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum.